The following presentation is for mature audiences only.
Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy. Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women.
He's a smart boy.
It's patriotic.
It's no big deal.
It's the end of the world. I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
And how you doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome in to another edition of The Wild Side with Eric Clark. I am your host, Eric Clark, saying thank you for taking time out of your busy day to give my video a watch and a listen. If you like it, like it. If you think other people are going to dig it, give it a share. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel and you are following me on all of the social media platforms. That way, if there's a band, a song, a video, something you want me to check out, hit me up with a DM or leave it in the comment section below. If you are going to leave it in the comments below, join the I Concur Army, because only you can concur to a suggestion. Just give the comments a quick read through. If you see your suggestions already been made, just leave a like and an I concur. That helps my old burnout resin coated DJ brain put everything into a nice little organized list, and then I can get it into the handy dandy notebook. And if you are going to hit me up with a DM on social media, please, no spam. Do not pound me. I know that that's this mindset people have, that if you call the DJ a million times and request the song, that he's either going to play it because he feels like, oh my God, it's been suggested so many times, or he's going to play it just to get you to stop calling. That is a myth. That is not how it works in any way, shape, or form, not in radio and not with me. So as a matter of fact, even when I was in radio, the more people, here's how much of a jerk I am, and I was doing music format. So people would do that, and it'd be a group of dudes in their garage or basement or bonus room, whatever, on a Friday night, calling the radio station 50 times to hear Pantera or something like that. If that happened and I was just being deluged with the phone calls and I saw that their song was coming up on my list, I would delete it. I would drop it. I'd move on to the next one. Just because I don't know if it's the Irish in me. I used to hear growing up, I get Irish Alzheimer's. You forget everybody but the people you hate. I don't know what it is, but I also have this thing where if I'm in a grocery store, this is why I'm going to be at the end of the bar in hell, ladies and gentlemen. That's where you can meet me. If I see a kid in a grocery store acting up and throwing a fit because he can't have a particular item in the grocery store, I will walk up to that item, look that kid in the face, and take that item and put it in my cart. I'm not even going to buy it. I'll put it back later. I'm not even going to purchase it. But I'll do that just to assert that dominance of, I'm in charge, man. I can do this. I'm an adult. I can buy Fruity Pebbles if I want to. I don't have to scream at my mom. So anyway, that was a very lengthy way of saying just don't spam me, dude. It's not that it frustrates me. It doesn't do anything. I get it. I've got the notebook. I've got everything written down. I've got everything bookmarked. I'm trying to get to it, but I do have a day job. As you've noticed on this page, I've never asked anyone for money. I don't have a Patreon link. I don't have a PayPal account. I don't have any of that. That's not where I generate my revenue. I generate my revenue through my day job and through sponsorships of the channel. That way, my reviews, my thoughts on these bands are clean, and they are not tainted with some kind of, hey, do me a favor or anything like that. All right, so you're never going to see me ask for money, but that means my day job is my priority. And as a single dad, I've got stuff to do, and it is a fall break, which means this is the weirdest thing. I'm sorry, I'm going on tangents here, but I'm super baked. It's one of these weird things here in Tennessee, and I don't know if it's where you are or where you grew up, but it's definitely not where I grew up. But here in Tennessee, students get something called fall break, and that is a whole week off in the fall, like spring break. They just kind of balance it out. When I was coming up, our fall break was like the day before Thanksgiving. You got the day before Thanksgiving off, the day after Thanksgiving, and that was it. Yeah, like a 5-day weekend or something like that. But no, these kids get a full week, and during Thanksgiving, they get a couple days off there as well. So it's almost like my kids' teachers don't want my son to be in their class. I understand. So you may hear some yelling in the background. He is online. He is gaming. And I just had to have a conversation because he's online gaming with his friends. I don't know if you know what a recorder is, but a recorder is that single flute wind instrument that you played in elementary school. Well, it seems it's a thing in their little group to get out their recorders while they're playing, because they all go to school together or in the same grade, whatever. And they play these recorders while online gaming with each other. Fortnite, Roblox, all these games. I don't know. I don't keep up. I'm just listening for the bad words. And the recorder. So that's been going on in the background. You may hear that in the background. I don't apologize for it, because I am a single dad and I've got to do it when I can. Before we get started in today's video, I do want to say thank you to Aspen Dental, Connect 200, Music 2C, and Gothic Jewelry. They are those that make the wild side possible. So thank you very much to them. Thank you to all of you for your suggestions, for your help with band names and histories and geography and pronunciations and all that other stuff. So thank you very much for that. Today's suggestion is coming from Facebook. Somebody hit me up with a DM and said I need to check out Orbit Culture. They are a band out of Sweden, released an album called Nija. I'm probably saying it wrong. And it is Nicholas Carlson, Richard Hansen, Fredrik Lennartson, I don't have my glasses on, and Christopher Wallerstedt. And I hope I said those names. A lot of S's. But I noticed that about European names, and someone asked me why, like, Carlson has 2 S's. But why wouldn't Carlson in the United States have that? Well, 2 reasons. I think the biggest reason people don't even think about is because when people immigrated to the United States, the form that they filled out, the line was only so long. So the people at immigration would just drop a redundant letter and make it like that because they'll save space on the line. It's a really weird, simple explanation. So today we're checking out Orbit Culture. The name of the album is Nija, and this is called North Star of Nija, live in studio. Let's check it out. There you go. North Star of Nija. I'm not sure. Correct me down below as to which way to pronounce that. That is Orbit Culture with a track from the album Nija, live in studio. I want to say Nija. I do, and I'm probably wrong. It's probably Nija or Nija or something like that. But anyway, North Star of Nija, let me know down below how to properly say that. Orbit Culture out of Sweden. Sweden's just bringing it heavy, man. I really dig it. It's a great song, good, bright construction. Let me get through, try to get through it as quickly as I can for you. I wrote down Lamb of Lincoln Park, and I know that that's not going to make any sense. So really good bright colors here in this track. Classic construction of a metal tune. Really good forward momentum. I love what the bass and the drums are doing. That really cool foundational build and forward drive that you expect to hear from a bass and drum. But what I really like about that drummer is there are a couple of parts in that breakdown. There are a couple of parts in here that I want to pick out again, because he did some. I've talked about this with other drummers, like drummers from Love Bites, I think was one of them. I talked about the drummer of The Warning and how they add really cool, subtle, almost you don't notice it, but it adds enough to fill not a gap, but a space of important time, if that makes any sense. John Bonham was really good at it. And Keith Moon were really great at it, because these are drummers that have to establish identity within a sound that is not focused on the drumming. So that he's able to do that subtly and real cool with flick of the wrist. I like how he was doing that. So I just want to check something out in this breakdown. These subtle changes. It's real subtle, and it reminds me a lot of the 90s industrial sound, that hammer hitting an anvil sound, but more frenetic. And he's pausing, he's changing it up, and I like how he's doing that. Then here comes the change. The change right about here. Really cool how he creates that rhythm right there. It's really cool. It's really cool how he's doing that, and what it does is it prepares you for a change in either direction. And it's very good drummers know how to do that. And he's doing it with great ease, and I love that roll. Really good traditional roll throughout that song. The guitar riffs, we use this expression, crunchy. It's very crunchy, more hooks than a tackle box. For a heavy metal song, it has a great hook. And a lot of times that's not an offensive thing. A lot of words have been used as pejoratives over the years when it comes to describing artistic endeavor. Words like formulaic, words like mainstream, things like that, hooks. It's a hook. It's a pop song. No, it's a hook. It grabs you and pulls you in. I don't understand why it's become a bad thing, but it seems to have done that. But that is a great mainstream hook, and I'm getting that. Again, that Linkin Park, Lamb of God, even the classic Metallica is in there as well. And with that guitar player, he's going from the crunchy, hooky riffs into that very specific technical playing. And it's a brilliant metal guitar that he's creating here. That really good tone, traditional tone, rich in texture. And again, it's giving that bright color. I know that people may not understand why I see that as a bright color, but he is creating such a really good bright color. What that does with the bass and the drum and the guitar doing what they're doing, this gives the lead singer, I think Nicholas is his name, it's giving him the opportunity to bridge the gap. Normally in mainstream metal, that growling, that deep doom voice is used sparingly in music, because a lot of times when you're, again, this is a catch-22 situation. Why isn't band X massive? And this is a band that is on the precipice of massive in their sound. Their sound is right there. And this is coming from someone who's done music research. I've done market research, been a program director, a music director for Active Rock Radio. So I'm telling you, this sound right here is on the precipice of a mainstream sound. What'll happen is when this band eventually does, I'm almost positive they will, break into the mainstream, they may have to shave some of that down, but he's harmonizing in that voice. And again, that's creating this really great, bright tone where you would normally expect a more darker, dour tone to be coming through. Even in that growled doom voice, it's like I don't know, man, if you're skipping off to Mordor, if that makes sense. But his regular singing voice, I like that. It is a really good metal voice, and that's the catch-22 right here, is that would be my only suggestion. My only suggestion would be to shave down some of that doom and allow that natural voice of his to really carry that song. His natural voice is so wide in its gravitas. It's a great metal voice, and he carries the notes very well. He's a very good singer. So that's why I'm saying, just right off the bat, these guys, I think, are on the precipice of breaking into that mainstream. And I believe they've just signed to a new agency, a new booking agency. So that'll help them with promotion and market share and things like that as well. So again, thank you very much for that suggestion. That is Orbit Culture, North Star of Nija. And I really hope I'm saying that right. Again, I am just a dumb American, so let me know down below what it is I'm getting wrong. Thank you very much for that suggestion. Everything's going to be linked down below if you want to check the video out. Give the band a follow on all of their social media as well. And make sure you're following me on social media and you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Again, if you have a song, a band, a video, a rant, something you want me to talk about, hit me up with a DM or leave it in the comments below. But again, join the I Concur Army. No spamming. You know the rules. Thank you very much to Aspen Dental, Connect 200, Music 2C, and Gothic Jewelry. They are those that make the wild side possible. Click the link and get your bling. And thank you to all of you for taking time out of your busy day to give my video a watch and a listen. Just make sure you like and you share, man. That's all I'm asking you to do. I'm not asking you for any money or anything like that. But if you want to send me spam, like if you want to actually send me cans of spam, hit me up with a DM and we'll see about setting something like that up, because I will take spam. I saw someone on Twitter say they got a can of spam from someone and they don't know what to do with it. And that thing probably had like 9,000 comments on it where everybody's like, oh, you do this. Me personally, I have a comfort meal. It is spam and mac and cheese, and you cut up the spam and you fry it and you mix it in with the mac and cheese. It is just the bomb. But that's my comfort meal. That is my welcome home comfort meal. So if you do want to send me spam, hit me up with a DM, because times are tough, man. I'll take free cans of food. I'll take that in a heartbeat. Yes, and anytime my kid asks me what's for dinner, he knows what the answer is. Free food. So he'll eat it. He likes it, actually. So, but anyway, thank you very much for all of your help, all of your suggestions, all of your corrections, all of your criticisms, and all of your praise. Thank you very much for that, and I'm just hoping to be entertaining for you, man. So again, make sure you're liking, make sure you're subscribed to it. Make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark, and this has been The Wild Side.